T. Sumiti ji. No. Shri Margani Bharat. T. Sumiti ji.
Yes. Sir, this is a supplement question regarding question number 5. In the recent meeting of GST Council,
आप पूछना चाहती हैं बालू जी, माननीय टीआर बालू जी? नो, आप आते हैं मेरे पास। टी सुमिति जी? नो। टी मरगनी भरत?
Thiru T.R. Baalu.
Honorable Chairman, I rise to thank the Honorable President who has delivered the presidential address on 31st of last month. So really today, I am extremely happy to mention and record in this August House. Today is the 51st death anniversary of Dr. C.N. Annadurai, who has relentlessly fought for the equality before law and also for the cause of social justice. See, he was the one who founded the DMK 70 years ago, in which I have got the opportunity of serving the public and to my party for the past 63 years for the cause of social justice, secularism, and to promote self-respect in this country with the pillars of dignity, decorum, and duty. Sir, when I see you in the latest chair of this August House, I can only feel sorry. Today, Anna is no more. But at the same time, not only Anna is no more, but Dr. Kalainar Karunanidhi, who has brought up you to this level, is also no more. But on the footsteps followed by the Dr. Stalin, M.K. Stalin, Mr. Stalin is here to safeguard all the principles and policies of the then leaders of Dr. Anna and Dr. Kalainar Karunanidhi, sir. Sir, the President, when he addressed both the houses of the Parliament, he has to read the material, the address supplied by Government of India, we know. That is what he has done. But he has not gone through it thoroughly, whether the things which has been inside the President address is true or not. He has not testified it. In Tamil, there is one Quran. Yapporul yar yar vai ketpinum, apporul meipporul kaanpadu arivathu. Whoever say, whatever they say, it has to be said, testified. But when this President address was mentioned, stated by the Honorable President, he has said, by 2022, the income of the farmers will be doubled. Sir, where is the chance for doubling the farmers' income? The GDP of the agriculture is 2% only. Even in the budget, they have not invested too much. Only 1.8 lakh crores they are investing. Even today, even my districts, we are not getting the crop loan. We are not getting the crop insurance. We are not getting the proper irrigation infrastructure. And moreover, there were 3 cyclones. For all the cyclones, remedial measures have not been extended so far. So far, they have not, the agriculture research daily, they are making hue and cry. And every now and then when they harvest and go to the market, they are not getting the market. The government is not providing proper market for the farmers' produce. Now, where is the chance for doubling the income of the agriculturist? This government has, there was a stalls deliveries about the Swaminathan report. They said too much. They cried too much on Swaminathan report. Have they ever adopted Swaminathan report? It's all in paper only. They have not made any attempt to see that MS Swaminathan report is executed and properly adhered by the government. Sir, during Anna, when Anna spoke in 1962 in the other house, the Rajya Sabha, in front of stalwarts like Nehruji, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Morarji Bhai, Bhupesh Gupta and so on, he said, he pleaded for unity and totally he has condemned uniformity. What is happening today? The actors have changed, but the stage is the same. That is what I want to mention here. For the past 6 decades, whichever government comes and goes, actors will be changed. The stage is set up in Indian Union is same. People are not getting solace. The sources oppressed communities, even now it is oppressed. It is exploited. No relief to them. We could see some resemblance. See, that's all. Because of the forefathers who fought for the social justice. Firstly, I want to say, sir, I want to thank President because he has mentioned Kural during his speech. He has mentioned Kural, Tirukural, established by Saint Tiruvallur of Tamil Nadu. I can only say up to that limit only. Beyond that, I cannot go. But as I said previously, he has not identified whether the truths are not inside the President address or not. My dear sir, the Government of India has, on the 15th of this month, January, last month, on the Pongal day, when people are celebrating Sankranti, when people are celebrating Harvest Day, Harvest Festival at Tamil Nadu, what has happened? The mighty Government of India, one of my friends, the Honorable Minister's Office has delivered a tender notice. What was the tender notice, sir? The tender notice asking for expression of interest for the petroleum blocks in the Kaveri Delta area of districts of Thanjavur, Trichy, Pudukottai, Nagapattinam, Tiruvarur and Kadalur. Is it correct on the part of this government? All my friends are sitting up in the ruling party. You touch your hearts. Whether this can be, petroleum blocks could be We did for exploration of petroleum oil in the delta area. Already we are suffering for so many years for want of Kaveri water. The people, the delta farmers, more than 44 lakhs laborers are living getting the daily bread on that agriculture. 40 million tons of grains are produced there. 4,000 years traditional farming community are living there, 122 lakhs. And for 122 lakhs of people living in 6 districts, this bolt from blue has come on 15/1/2020, sir. Is it fair on the part of this government? 274 blocks they have offered to the private agency, and out of the 274 blocks, they are going to explore whether oil is there. If oil is there, will they go ahead? What is that? What is their expectation? Any cost-benefit ratio has been identified. As the cost-benefit ratio, not even 1%, sir. I was a petroleum minister. I was a petroleum minister in 1996. I know what it is. So far, even the petroleum exploration, even in the Bay of Bengal, has not materialized. Then what is there you are going to achieve? Simply fooling the people and threatening the people, because I can only say, my friends have been disappointed during the election. That is why those who have deserted during the election, the Delta farmers have deserted BJP. That is why they are trying to desert the whole Delta area of Thanjavur, Tirupati, Kadalur, Thiruvarur, and Pudukkottai and other areas. The farmers never get crop loans, no improvement in irrigation system. They are not getting the proper relief for the flood that has affected them continuously, consecutively, cyclone, and also sometimes drought also. So these things should be taken into account before they decide anything. Of course, the last day for the bidding of the blocks, the hydronium blocks, which you already announced on 15/1/2020, is due for process on 16/3/20, it seems. So sense should prevail on my friends, whether we can go ahead with the petroleum exploration block, go ahead with the bidding of this block, which is intended for petroleum exploration in the delta area of Kaveri. Mind, I can only remind you, Julius Caesar, oh my friend, beware of ice of March. I can only tell my friends, I can quote the Shakespeare, that's all. My dear sir, another thing, coming to the CAA and other thing, it was pertaining to matters pertaining to Tamil Nadu. Now, I am coming to the CAA's, NPR, NRC and other things. There is a Tirukural, Purappokkum Ella Uyirkum. By birth, all are equal. And Yadam Uri Yavankali, Prime Minister used to tell in all his conferences, Yadam Uri, all are our Kirtan kin, all are our places. The same thing has written in the entrance of the parliament, in Sanskrit. Some of my friends have shown that which is engraved in the top roof of the parliament entrance, wherein our Prime Minister, the Honorable Prime Minister, bowed on his head and touched the steps. on 22nd May in 2014, if I remember correct. Am I correct, Mr. Ravi? Yes. That is, in Sanskrit, Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. I don't know what for years this action, my friend, the Prime Minister has bowed down his, touched the forehead in the steps of Parliament. I will come to that particular issue later, not now. Because if I say anything, you will disturb me. So I don't. Very good. You are a clever man. My dear sir, during Dr. Kalaignar Karunanidhi's period, 2006 to 2011, Periyar Samatvapuram has been established in 145 places in Tamil Nadu. Equality villages. In equality villages, 100 houses will be there. All the people, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, place of birth, or whatever it may be, the people belonging to Tamil Nadu, irrespective of all this, no discrimination, nothing. They will live together. He wanted to have a harmonious relationship with each and every person to person. That is the people, that person, my leader, was a high-thinking person. He used to think tall. Whereas my friends here, I don't know why they are very tiny and pygmy in thinking things. He has created 145 places. And now we expect, same thing we expect, I expect.
Pygmy is not parliamentarian, he should not go on that.
Pygmy, smaller things. Nothing. It is not unparliamentary, Ravi. There is nothing wrong in saying that. Sir, what is the reason? What is the compulsion to bring CAA? I don't think there is any iota of compulsion to bring CAA, brother. You have got established law. You have got a Census Act 1948. You have got a Citizenship Act 1955. Under 1955, you have got 2003 rules. Is it not? And because even keeping all these things, you are bringing one more law, one more enactment during last year, in 2019. What is the purpose in bringing that CAA? You want to discriminate people, that is what my charges are. Sir, anyhow, whatever it is according to the Universal Declaration, Article 2 and 15, it is for you to give asylum to each and everybody world over, whoever comes. Whichever caste you belong, whichever creed, whichever religion, you have to accommodate. There is no other way for you. You have signed. You are the one of the signatory of the Universal Declaration. Where is the chance for it to go away from this? If anybody comes here to get asylum, it is for you to provide with great dignity and honor. But here, what you have done, you are giving relief. You are not giving relief to Christians of Bhutan, Rohingyas of Myanmar, Gurung and Sherpas of Nepal, Hindu Tamils and Christians, Muslims of Sri Lanka, Buddhists of Tibet. These people cannot enter using CAA. But at the same time, all other people, there is not a problem. There is not the problem for us. You have to accommodate everybody. What is under CAA, under 1955 Act, you are creating already NPR. NPR is there. NR is there. In NPR, in census, you are not denying anything. You are not, it is the parameters collected or kept confidential. Whereas in NPR, Whatever you collected, it is owed up to the world. You are you are extending everything to the nation, not only nation, to the world. So, is it not necessary for me to, that my personal data should not be explicitly known to anybody? Who are you to expose my personal data to everybody, to the people whom I don't like? You are just publicizing everything. It is under NPR. That is why we hate NPR. Not only that, up to 2010, even now, even today, you have got no right to see. You have got no rule at all in 2003. Beyond 2003, to extend the parameters. already 12 parameters are existing even today, but extending another 8 parameters up to 20. You have got no rate, you have got till today, you have not published, you have not advertised any rule, any parameters beyond the 2003. But you have to amend the rule. You have not amended the rule so far. So you have got no right. But sample survey has been done. Sample survey has been done by you, extending, asking for parents' birthplace, Aadhaar, mobile number, passport number, voter ID, mother tongue, driving license, etc. Do you have any rules for this, Mr. Ravi? I don't think you have got any rules so far. So it's all ultra-virus, isn't it? You are a lawyer, Chairman, sir. Is it not ultra-virus? Universal Declaration. What is a Universal Declaration? Ravi is most clever. He can answer anything. He is a senior lawyer. He can make a mole into mountain, mountain into mole, all sorts of things. But I can only read Article 2 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedom set forth in this declaration without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth or other status, etc. What is Article 15 of the Universal Declaration? Everyone has a right to nationality. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his nationality nor denied the right to change his nationality. Hence, according to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and according to our own Article 14 of our Constitution, you are bound to extend, whichever nationality the particular person wants, you have to extend. Mr. Ravi, and to my friend, I can only say, your success, 303 seats for BJP, along with your friends, 353. Your success has been attained with 37.36% of votes. Along with your friends, you got 45% votes. The opposition, which was having no clue at all, has failed. 55%. My friend, yes, it is 55%. 55% sitting in the opposition, 35% is sitting in the ruling party. It is the miracle of the democracy. The miracle of the democracy, I could say. There is nothing else I could say. Your success lies with the weakness of this opposition. I can only find fault with the opposition. They have not united. Otherwise, you won't sit there. That is why I can only tell my friends, kindly go slow.
Once we are united, we will sit there.
Kindly go slow. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. As a friend of all my friends, I am very close to you, I was very close to you. I have been brought up by not only by my leader Dr. Kalainar Karunanidhi, but also the great Vajpayee, guided by great Vajpayee. I have worked under him with great love and affection. Sir,
Last page.
sir, the reason for the, I told you, I will tell you later. Sir, the reason for the Prime Minister's bowing on the steps of the Parliament House, I believe, is that he was repenting for the sins committed by his own friends, by the BJP. In various times, he was very fast. And also, in the future process of CAA, NPR, NRC. This is what I meant, what I wanted to mention at that time. Now I am mentioning it. So, with this, I can only tell my friends, go slow. Kindly see that, just to try to see that, accommodate everybody in the world. We are all kith and kin. As Kanyan Punguna said, Yadam Ure, Yavarim Kelil, all are our places, all are our friends and kith and kin. Thank you very much.
Srimati Mahua Moyestra.
Honorable members through Jagathrakshakan ji.
Thank you, sir. I would like to start my speech, my quote, the famous couplet from Thirukkural. Allarpattu aarthaadu aludakandai rendro selvathai theikum padai. Tears shed by the people who suffer due to authoritative and oppressive treatment by the government as they strengthen the dethrone the king. I had the rich privilege to hear President's speech in the dawn of new decade with the hope and aspiration. But the disappointment of many, I failed to evoke the masses who have been frustrated by the recent decision of the government to promote religious nationalism instead of safeguarding the secular principles. Speech of President was more like a promise listed out in the election manifesto. President in his speech highlighted about the new India, but our country is witnessing low GDP number. Sinking job market, farmer suicide and disappointment foreign policy, I would like to discuss some of the important issues raised by the Honorable President. When number of patents increased 4 times, what is the technology development with the help of 4 times increased patent? And what is the level of incoming generation to the country as well as technical student employment opportunity? The President highlighted the total number of 54 crores new entrepreneurs enrolled in the country under the Mudra finance scheme facilities. In this respect, if each entrepreneur create one job in India, where the critical employment crisis evolves in Indian job market. Honorable President of India highlighted with pride the global ranking increase like easy of the doing business. In this regard, if the global innovation ranking have been increased by the 74 to 52, what is the impact of the technology and what is the development in innovative product, industrial development and the employment market and the export performance of India? His speech mentioned about India has strengthening its foundation for the last 5 to 6 years, so people can see new India. In this address now we are looking new India, which never happened to India. It is economy GDP and the currency value, GDP drastically reduced, unemployment rate increased, inflation increased to historical level, so is the new India. In Honorable President's speech often highlighted about Jammu and Kashmir status and issues. Only because of both houses majority, which is not possible to peaceful Jammu and Kashmir. The government should go collect people opinion from the particular region. In addition to this, the World Human Happiness Index 2019, India Happiness India rate, which is 140, rank in 156. Countries which was 133 rank earlier. Even our neighbor country is Southeastern Asia region are higher in the happiness index. Parameter for the happiness index, GDP, per capita, social support, freedom to make life choice, prescription of the corruption, generosity, health care, In this respect, the President says people are safe and happier in India, but the world ranking even indicate Indians' happiness is not up to the mark. This is major witness of Indian is happy or India is happy. The government is burdened with the transparency and the governance. The Honorable President emphasized 60 lakhs beneficiaries avail the pension scheme. In the respect can be transparency mechanism, list out the state-wise, district-wise beneficiaries details to disclose the people. The amount paid to the farmer's family under the PM Kisan Saman Nidhi rupees 43,000 crores in done as a reactive mode after the farmers either lost their lives or shifted to migrated to the other livelihood opinion. Where the government is a small cities in the 45 to 50%. What makes the rural youth migration towards urbanization? What are the employment opportunity, industrial growth rate in Tier 1 to Tier 2 cities? Though the sufficient funds allocated for the higher education and the school education, opinion for them 7,000 teachers in the Kendra Vidyalaya schools. Still, the elementary and the higher elementary school students reading and writing performance are still very poor, especially in the rural and the government institutions. Again, the new education policy also has been changed the district and continuing the school education in underdevelopment area. In addition to these higher education students, aspirate analytical and application-oriented skill are drastically reduced. Hence, the educational qualifications so far constructed are dealing the government introducing the NEET examination in common to the India's. And what about the Jammu and Kashmir student? Status for the past 6 months inspired for the not having a school or classes. This is one example for NEET exam is bias among the Indian student and it is a jolt among the student and the parents. The government committed to attain the goal of making India 5 trillion US economy. There is no indication to attain the goal. The government hugely depended FDI, but FDI is not only a factor and other internal factors which is very serious in the small scale industry growth. GST issue, demonetization and the improper banking and the financial system, employment issue, agricultural issue, etc. able to pull out the economy. The current GDP performance which is not matching with the original ideology are creating 5 trillion US economy. The government is initiated to enhancing the women safety by the establishing 600 one-stop center, 1,000 fast-track special court inquiring the offences. In this matter, number of court is not remedial measure to sort out this issue. In 2019, sexual harassment cases increased by 14%, even in corporate sector, which is a high value irrespective of the measure taken, which shows there is a lacuna in the policy formation. In the child abuse cases, every day there is a registered of 133 cases, which is one case for every 5 minutes. Rape case registered in the increased by 4,335 in 2018, 5,997 in 2019. Which is a drastic increase of 34%, which is correctly around 16 women per day are offered by the registered under rape case. What are the remedial measures? The government is proud to say opening bank account for 38 crores Indian citizens. In this regard, have you given any guarantee to earn minimum amount to fulfill his day-to-day life and also any changes to highlight even after 6 months or 1 year his bank account balance? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.